Hi there guys, and welcome to Between the Stars. So this is a nice little indie game by the good folks over at Isolated Games, and it looks quite interesting, I gotta say. Played this here, dare I say, nearly all of it, or all of the main story that is available at least in early access, the state in which this game is currently in, and I would best describe it as, imagine Star Trek, but not quite the established and peaceful United Nations of Planets Federation that they have set up there. Imagine that there, but a rebel faction has grown to prominence somehow, inexplicably, and is threatening peace in the galaxy. And we are in command of the flagship of the fleet, and we have to try and salvage or try and save this republic of ours, this good old republic of ours. So we're going to be playing the prologue here, as I do believe it. Well, I kind of like it. It's got a fun little introduction to everything, and yeah, it's got one of the most badass captains I've ever seen. Just basically imagine Catherine Janeway mixed with Picard mixed with Horatio Nelson. That is who we play in this opening prologue. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it because it's really good. We're going to start the prologue and let's go. So yeah, see, we play Captain Scott, and we are aboard the warship, the Genesis. This is us.
Alert. Systems damaged. Warp drive pressure increasing.
Crew, boost warp drive to full power!
But Captain...
I said full power! That's an order!
Redistributing power.
Damn.
Capacitors charging in 4, 3.
So as you guys could see there,
Just a bit more.
we took some damage wherever we were.
Warp successful.
We've made it.
So scroll forward to thrust. That there to reverse.
Damage analysis.
The power gauge on the
Starting
right there.
damage assessment protocol. Testing main engines.
Okay, so this is clearly the tutorial. It just wants us to move some things about to see if we can do things. Mouse wheel up. Yeah, there we go. Move forward.
Moderate damage. Engines operational. Testing navigation systems.
So use WASD. Tilt it to the... Yeah. We know all this here, don't we? You guys know this stuff here. There we go. And then we can also spin this way and that.
Navigation
Lovely.
systems operational. Testing power systems.
Okay, so use the up arrow. There we go.
Power
And it changes our power distribution along the right. Pretty cool, I gotta say. Don't worry, you'll be doing this on the fly when we get to
We're
it.
detecting warp signatures in the vicinity.
Alright, so we have enemy ships incoming.
Followed. Prepare for attack.
So let's pivot. Where are these guys? They're below us. Oh, I love this space battle stuff. Here we go. So we actually have to target manually. Let's come to a dead stop. No, let's keep moving. We got one. Yikes, we are, in terms of health, not looking great. But we should be able to do this. We got decent shields. So it looks like we're starting off this whole thing at a slight disadvantage. Come on. Boom. There we go.
Captain, reinforcements incoming. We need more firepower.
Okay. So we can launch a nuclear weapon. Press 2 to do it. Let's go. Let's move on a bit. Let's not give him an easy target. Did that nuke hit? Come on, nuke. That nuke veered off course, for crying out loud. Now I think. Oh god, our weapons have overheated clearly. Come on, let's get rid of these guys. Yeah, I think as this is the prologue, they kind of give us one. A relatively easy one. There we go. pressing number 1 gives us, like, rapid fire.
Good work, team. Is everyone all right?
There we go. If we press that there, we can salvage these ships.
Will cause a decline in crew morale of 64.7%. But I must inform you that the enemy bypassed our shields. 2 casualties confirmed.
Oh, God.
System analysis. Critical. Repairs needed immediately.
All right. Mai, what's our current position?
We are currently in the Thamus 6 sector. It is on the outskirts of the Interstellar Republic's headquarters.
We should be able to reach it
maybe.
using our drive engines.
Come on.
Preparing warp drive.
Gotta watch out for these blue things there. They're exploding. Okay, so it wants us to access the star map, which is like so. And we want to go to the Tacet Stellar sector, which is over here. So let's warp over there.
Warp drive engines damaged. Jump impossible.
Oh, that's not good.
Mai, which is the closest space station in this sector?
It's the trade station and Terra's port.
Okay. Set in the coordinates.
Alright, we can go there, right?
Set.
Antera's port, that is down there, right? Oh, I love this. So currently, as you can see, this ship that we've got,
Situation
the
report
Genesis,
on Antero's
it's
port.
a pretty big ship.
Accessing database. This station serves
Okay, we're
as a
powering up.
central hub for
Quantum engines.
business and mining sector speculators. It has a large port specialized for trade freighters that return full of materials from mining settlements. They also swear they have the best beet soup recipe in the universe.
So let's go get some of that beef soup then, Mai. Yeah, so you can get different ships in this game. At the moment, because this is the prologue, we're starting off with this one here. The flagship Genesis. And now that we are here, we have to get permission to dock.
Captain Scott from the 5th Republic Fleet here. We request docking permission.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Receiving coordinates.
So basically it's by the little blue sign there.
Protocol prepared.
And we'll just fly over to it. Let's just pivot. Change our axis. I think we're in the wrong plane. Now what you want to do to kind of park up is get your ship into this green glowy section. Kind of line it up a little bit. And then cut your engines. And then what it does is it automatically... It's pretty cool. It just lines your ship up with the docking bay. There we go. And now we are at the port, the docks of Antara's port. Alright, so now we can do stuff here if we go to the docks. You discover a great commotion around the freighters of the station when you exit your ship. You hear shouts from all angles and merchants bidding ever-increasing numbers over merchandise. You and your crew leave the freighters behind and search for a repair workstation. You find yourself looking at neon lights when someone bumps into your shoulder. Look down. Unknown woman. Ouch, that hurt. It's a scruffy young woman who begins to collect spanners and metallic objects of all sorts she had on her as she tries to steady herself. So, as this is a roleplay game, we can dictate the course of the conversation with well, usually with whomever we are speaking, but more often than not, depending on the attributes and the skills and the things that we have, the kind of conversation can either go one of a handful of ways. So in this case, we can choose, sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going. Don't worry, you hurt. You should be more careful. You're speaking with the captain of the Republic. Now, I imagine Jane Scott, friggin' Horatia Nelson that we are, we're not going to impose our rank. This woman, she clearly doesn't know who she's bumped into, so we'll play it off nicely. We'll go with, don't worry, are you hurt? No, it was entirely my fault, Susan White. Oh, excuse me, Captain. I'm so sorry. My name is Susan. I'm the head of the Pulsar Ship Repair Workshop. What can I do for you? Well, actually, we were just looking for a repair shop for our ship. You walk together to the docking bay where your ship is located. Susan rubs her eyes incredulously. No way. A KP-564SC warship? It's completely totaled. How did you manage to... Susan sighs deeply. Alright, we can do it, but it won't be cheap or easy. The repair cost greatly exceeds your credit account. After negotiating, you agree to handle a series of tasks for her in return for the repairs. In the meantime, they will give you a completely operational ship. Susan, do you know where we can find the communications room? Susan White, of course, Captain. There's a transmission bay in the next district over. I can show you the way. Large space stations often have a transmission system highly superior to that of normal ships, allowing for cross-sector communications. You walk through the station until reaching the transmission bay, where you encounter 2 guards. After identifying yourself, you are allowed to enter and spot the transmission crew busily sending coordinates and data to nearby stations. You are granted a terminal in order to send a situation report to the Republic. Let's perform the transmission. Captain Scott here. We're transmitting from Antares Port in Sector Thema 6. Captain Scott, we were expecting your arrival 2 days ago. So let's explain the situation. Yes, sir. We ran into problems. We were following a trail of slaver network in the Lithalba 1 sector. We infiltrated their base and secured the intelligence that you requested, but our scientists are still unable to decipher it. During our retreat, we were ambushed by an assault fleet. We thought we had left them behind when we arrived at the sector, but we were intercepted. We finally managed to finish off the enemy ships, but 2 of my crew members have lost their lives and the Genesis was practically destroyed. Admiral Xiao, I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. We'll give them the send-off they deserve. What is the current state of the Genesis? Our ship is damaged. Currently, it is inoperative. As soon as it is repaired, we'll return to headquarters for the Stellar Summit. As one of the most experienced captains of the Republic, your presence is requested as head escort and reception of our guests. Every governing body in the galaxy shall be present, and will set aside their differences in favor of a new era of peace and prosperity. Don't worry, Admiral. We'll arrive before we visit the stars. Before the summit starts. Yes, we will. Alright, well, let's go back to the commercial zone. Okay, so, accept the contract, Antares Freighter. So, this here is we're on the space station at the moment, and here we can buy stuff from the space station store. We can see our credits up top here. We can see our current armament. We can accept contracts here. We can take a look at and repair our ship, and whatnot. We can either repair it to 100%, 20%, or 5%. We can house prisoners here and whatnot. And across the various tabs at the top, we can see other things as well. So, because the Genesis is currently in repair, this is the new ship that we're going to be getting. I don't even know what it's called, but it's called the something. Anyway, it looks pretty cool. It'll handle like an absolute beaut. But I just want to change some things around. So, we've got our armaments here. Can I change those? Yes, I can. Okay. So that is going to be doing 30 hull damage, 6 seconds. That's going to be doing, yes, so we've got, we actually need that. 34 hull damage. Repeating cannon. So 36 and 34 2. So I'm going to go for the high quality repeating cannon rather than the normal quality light cannon. Yeah, I think that's better. We have optic camouflage or shields. We have an EMP pulse as well, that's cool. And mines. And a nuclear missile, of course. Gotta love a good nuke. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to do there. Let's take a look at research labs, so we can research stuff here. As you can see, because we don't really have a high enough research level, the probability of success is pretty low in these things, so nothing to do there at the moment. We can scrap some stuff, so yeah, let's go and scrap some stuff. Come on. There we go, and scrap more stuff. Let's get rid of that sweet, sweet scrap. And let's take a look at our crew. So on the ship, these are the folks that we have. This is us, Jane Scott. We are a veteran. We have armor-piercing ammo, roboticized reload, trigger happy, and we have light weapons. So as we become a better captain, we will level up as well. And we're currently level 5. That's going to go up. And as we level up, we can assign skill points to these various sections here. Either luck, leadership, aptitude, or charisma. Now, it looks like Jessica Hall here is about to level up. So she's got an ability point, and she's pretty good with the old projectiles, and energy weapons, and salvaging. So let's give her another point in projectiles. Yeah, I like that. And we can give them medals as well, so when they've done a good job, grants a 30% of gained experience to the captain. Oh, I like that. Role model. Oh, I do like... Okay, we're going to give you that medal. Okay, we'll give you that medal, which will give us more experience. I mean, that's great. That's the kind of crew member you want. But anyhow, let us accept this mission, the Antares Freighter. We'll accept this contract. And now our mission is to go out and resolve it. Let us exit. And so now this is our temporary ship. I think it's pretty cool. It is small, and we will get
find that missing freighter.
absolutely wrecked
Captain, do you think it could have been an attack?
in a straight-up fight.
It's strange. If it had been an attack, the security systems would have asked for a security detail from the station, and they would have come to its aid.
They could have used a signal inhibitor to cut communications.
The asteroid cluster where the ship was seen doesn't correspond to any commercial route. Decree M22, under Republic law, restricts commercial routes in order to guarantee the safety of its freighters. This behavior would be a direct violation of Organic Space Law 412, Section 2/08.
That's very interesting, Mai. Very interesting. So, as you guys have noticed, the kind of ship that we have got, and the ones that we see, they're not like the small fighters that you'd see in, like, Star Wars. They're more of like the kind of the capital ships that that you see in, like, Star Trek and things like that there. And I love that. I just absolutely love it. I mean, I don't know whether this would be a cruiser or a... What would this be? A gunship? Or a battleship or something like that there? I'm not... I'd have to ask... Steve, if you're watching, please feel free to chime in.
We've arrived at the freighter's last known coordinates, Captain.
Looks a bit like the Normandy from
There doesn't appear to be
Mass
anything
Effect,
here.
doesn't it?
Mai, can you scan the area?
I detect irregular radiation readings coming from the middle of the cluster.
Let's take a look.
Okay, so we're going to do this little scanny thing, are we? So, I'm guessing, yeah, we're going over here then to the middle of the cluster. Let's do that. Are we shooting anything? What might we find here?
Captain, we found the source of the radiation. We should proceed to scan.
Affirmative. Mai, prepare the analysis module.
Preparing the scan system.
Okay, so let's do this here. So let's scan for radiation. Yeah, I think this is like the only point in the game where you do the
It's a
scanny
fragment
thing.
of the freighter's calibration reticle. I am 98% positive that the damage and radiation emissions confirm a plasma cannon attack.
This looks like the result of an attack. Mai, can you follow the radiation signature?
Comparing samples. Similar readings found in nearby coordinates. Establishing route.
Alright, so let's follow the radiation trail. So basically, we've got to track down this freighter. Now, I will say, this ship, as cool looking as it is not the powerhouse that our previous ship is, so we do have to be careful here. But, I mean, once again, because this is only the prologue, I'm guessing the game kind of gives us a little bit of leeway.
Captain, we're being hailed. Shall we accept the call?
Affirmative.
Ex-Pleo, commander of the Starship Insurrection of the pirate fleet here. I order your immediate retreat. This frigate is now under our control. Surrender, or we'll open fire.
Oh dear, I don't like the sound of that.
This is the captain of the warship Genesis of the Interstellar Republic. I demand you halt your activities immediately.
Captain Scott? Of the warship Genesis? In that hunk of junk?
I don't like that. This is not a hunk of junk.
You asked for it. Crew to arms!
Alright, so, throwing down. Now, as I said, we can see our shields along the left there. Apparently we've taken a few knocks to the front, which means our shields are down to 80-odd%, 87%. Damn, these guys are fast as well. Alright, so we're going to be going after this guy. He's the closest. So we've got to do manual targeting, which is fine. Let's blitz. Boom. Okay, that's one down. These guys might be more stronger than us. But... oh, okay. We launch a nuke. Come on, nuke. Come on. Go into stealth. Go stealth, baby. come on. Okay, I don't think the stealth is working. Boom! Just hit this guy with the nuke. I mean, that nuke did hit, right? Okay, there we go, that's 2. Alright, this guy's on us. Let's dive. Oh, I love it. I love it. If you like space battles, this is pretty cool. Let's pivot round. Whoa. Sorry about the camera, guys. I love this. Hit him with a full-on broadside. Let's slow it right down and get on a 6. Look at that. That is the... I like to call that the Maverick maneuver. There we go. Alright. Good job, us. Let's get the sweet salvage.
Captain, the ship's remains correspond to the freighter we've been searching for.
We have to look for survivors and confirm the shipment was in fact stolen.
Preparing to board.
Man, Captain Jane is so, Captain Scott is so thorough, isn't she? So yeah, let's go aboard the ship and see if it is what we were looking for. Now, thankfully, we don't have to line up with this one here. We just need to kind of go close to it. You enter what's left of the freighter as the bay doors close behind you. Within it, you find the remains of what used to be an enormous commercial freighter. You can see all sorts of supplies and objects on the floor, accompanied by what were once their crew. After some time searching the corridors, you come to a passageway with 2 possible paths. We're going to go right or left? We're going to go the right way, surely. Your crew and you advance through the corridor you've chosen. The further into the ship you go, the more you feel you are not alone. After a while, you reach another crossway. So we've taken the first right, let's take a left. You reach a small chamber where the path splits off into 2 directions again. One of the specialists says, "Captain, I think we've been here already." You look a bit closer and you are almost sure you are back at the first turn. What? How's that possible? Okay, how about 4 right turns? Another crossway. After walking in circles, you arrive in the hallway at the bay door that opens in front of you. Through the door frame, and still within the darkness, you are able to make out a faint light. Let's enter. I don't like the feeling of this. I mean, I don't, but... God damn it, come on, we're Captain Scott. We go boldly through closed doors. Let's enter. As soon as you enter, the bay doors close and the lights turn on. At the end of the room, you see the raw protonite shipments stacked in rows that emit rays of light. A robotic voice surprises you. It seems to be the ship's My system. That's their kind of, AI system. Intruders detected in the loading bay. Activating security protocol. Opening evacuation bay doors. So what we're going to say, we're not intruders, or halt. We are the crew of the Genesis of the Republic. Let's say we aren't intruders. The AI awaits a few seconds and begins to speak again. Opening suspended. Validating credentials. Error. They are intruders. Okay, no, I'm Captain Scott. We are here to rescue this freighter. I demand to speak to the captain immediately. So this here... So this is another thing. There's basically a role in the background that will determine whether we can take some actions based on whether our skill sets are high enough or not. So we're going to need to roll a 6 in our charisma. So let's go with that there. I demand to speak to the captain. Can we roll a 6? Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on. There it is. There it is. Success. Luck's with us today. Your charisma level allows you to succeed. Captain, intruders in the docking bay wish to speak with you. After a few minutes in silence, the system speaks once more. I'm afraid the captain has been indisposed. Temporal register. Error E2J seconds. Since a plasma ray impacted against the command bridge, he is assuredly in the restroom. Establishing analysis. Probability of intruders not being identified as intruders, 100%. The bay doors begin to open and the crew and you grab hold onto what you can. The force of the vacuum pulls you forcefully towards them. Okay, so we are intruders. If you open the bay doors, the shipment will be lost. I think the AI might resonate with that, so let's go with that. Negative, the shipment has been anchored here to ensure its security. Okay, so what can we do then? Okay, then we are intruders. My system, 0% probability that the intruders are identified as intruders. Establishing analysis, error. The AI begins to calculate probabilities while it seems confused. So it's probably kind of perplexed now, thinking, hang on a second, if they really were intruders, would they actually identify themselves as intruders? I mean, that's bot logic, right? Okay, someone who isn't an intruder would claim they are. Only, I mean, maybe. What are your orders, Mai? The Mai system has to ensure the security of the shipment and is tasked with eliminating the intruders who would take it. Okay. Due to the premise, the error, the system continues. Analysis, fatal logic error, intruder destruction. The bay doors close behind you, eliminating the risk of being expelled through them, and the AI continues a litany of errors until it continues to the conclusion that it must eliminate itself. You hear its voice turn off as you ensure everyone is safe. So basically, the bot realized that it was actually the biggest threat to the shipment, more so than anything else, given that we weren't intruders. That was close. Let's return to the Genesis with the shipment. You load the chest of protonite onto the ship, and you look for a registry of what could have happened. The engineers search through the few working terminals left, but all data appears to be corrupt. You make a security copy to be able to study it later. Sweet, so we gain raw protonite.
Let's go back to the station to inform Susan.
What kind of pirates assault a protonite freighter just to abandon it?
X-Player's weapons do not correspond to the radiation we've been following.
Captain, the coded data seems to follow the same pattern obtained in the slaver's base. Our team can't undertake an investigation. We haven't found enough matches.
Alright, so what Burton is saying is we basically can't decode the data that was on the freighter here, so we're going to have to take it back to the station and do some proper researchy stuff there. So, I mean, this is all kind of stuff that happens in the main game, but in the main game this all happens amidst a wider story. After arriving at the station, you go to the docking port where your ship is located. In it, you spot Susan, who rushes out to meet you. Susan White, you're back! Have you found anything? Susan looks at you expectantly, waiting for an answer. We found the freighter, but there weren't any survivors. Susan looks shocked by the news. After a few seconds, she recovers and begins to speak. That can't be. I've known the pilot ever since we were kids. Were you able to recover the cargo? Yes, we were able to recover it. Well, at least there's some good news. Our crew is currently working heavily on the repairs. Since you need the ship as soon as possible, maybe your engineers could help us? Could you process the protonite slabs and fabricate a new ion reactor? Well, of course, let's do it. So yeah, this is where we learn a bit about processing stuff. So we go to the department. Well, I mean, yeah, we've basically done this here. So let us scrap the raw protonite. And for that there we will get all that sweet, sweet protonite. Let's also scrap the space garbage while we're here. I mean, why not? Now, with the obtained materials, fabricate an ion reactor. So let's go here. Would that be... Where's the ion reactor? Ion reactor here? So as you can see, for the ion reactor, it takes protonite, which we now have. Let us fabricate one. Voila. Okay. Susan examines the ion reactor closely. An excellent job. With this we'll have everything we need to finish the repairs. I have another favor to ask you while you finish things up. Speak with me when you're ready to go. Of course. So before that, let's just take a quick look at the ship. We could do a little heal. I mean, why not? Why not? Now, do we want to equip that ion reactor? Wait. I think we've already equipped it. Or, like, it's equipped in the background at least, because it's certainly not here. Yeah, okay. It doesn't look like we need to equip it here. No one else has leveled up. That is good. I mean, it's not good. Got another mission, the inspection. I suppose we could accept that.
Well, we have a long way to go. We should depart. Engines on maximum drive.
Unauthorized order. You lack bridge privileges.
So now the next mission.
So now I have a babysitter? Is the Republic sending you to watch over me?
It's a matter of security, Mr. Huggins. The last protonite shipment was assaulted.
Captains are not what they used to be. If a pirate ship attacked me, there wouldn't be enough space for them to hide.
We're sure of that.
So yeah, so this next mission, it's another fairly quick one. We have to escort this inspector to this mining station. To these mining stations. So we're going to the first of them over here. Inspector Huggins. Annoying ass Huggins. So let's do that.
What the hell? These transport ships are not ours.
It seems they found a more interesting intermediary than your company, Mr. Huggins.
This can't be. We have to register this immediately.
Alright, main entry. Let's see what's going on here. The dock bay doors open and the captain and her crew arrive to a large reception hall. It currently only has emergency lights on that show the remains of broken furniture strewn across the floor, forming large mounds of rubble. We need to reactivate the generators or look for survivors. I mean, the generators would help us look around more, right? You search for the chamber for an energy terminal to reboot the systems. After a few minutes, you find a room that contains generators. Catherine Toussaint, head of the engineer team. Captain, we detected an anomaly in the generators. We could use the remains of one of the destroyed machines to make them work again. There's no need, I can fix it myself. I mean, that's, like, wow. No, go ahead, you try it. Oh yeah, I like that. We'll rely on our engineer, who only needs to roll a 3 and has 3 dice with which to try it. I like that. Yeah, easy. Well done. Trust in the engineers. The cruise system upgrade level allows you to succeed. The team analyzes the damage with minute care and prepares the temporary solution. A few minutes later, construct an apparatus that allows the energy flow to temporarily function. Great job, team. Let's continue. With the lights on, you can see the destruction in the chamber much better. A dust cloud develops the area. Among the remains of the rubble, you can see buried human remains. You continue through the chamber when suddenly you hear one of the bodies still breathing. He could be an enemy. It's best to do nothing. No, let's help him. Upon digging out the body, you find the crewman is still alive. Badly wounded man. They came. We resisted. The man moves his arm slowly and pulls out an ID card. He hands it to you, and the light fades from his eyes. Rest. We need to find out what happened here. You advance through one of the hallways. On the walls you can see scratch marks and blood. You reach a completely sealed bay door. Next to it you can see a small keycard reader. Team, can you try and hack the terminal? Let's try. Come on guys, let's go. Let's go. Roll big. We got 1-7, that's good. 8s. I love that. We rolled well today. Truly, we rolled well. The cruise system upgrade level allows you to succeed. The engineering team gets to work and starts manipulating the terminal. A few minutes later, you hear an electronic sound and the bay lights flashing a few times. Before your eyes, the doors swing open, allowing your entry. Let's continue our advance. You advance through the hallway and search the different rooms that you find. You arrive at the bridge, where the log of decent dockings or events must be recent. The large computer that occupied the room is completely destroyed. You continue advancing throughout the smaller chambers without any luck finding anyone, nor clues as to what could have happened. In one of the workshops, you find plans for a weapons prototype. Maybe your engineers could make use of them. Let's leave the station. There's nothing left to see here. Yeah, let's get out of here.
So?
We've looked over the station. There are no survivors.
But this can't be happening.
We have to inspect the last station.
I think I've had enough. We should head back.
This oversteps your jurisdiction, Mr. Huggins. You can come with us, or you can stay here. You decide.
This is an outrage! You guys are kidnapping me!
Preparing the jettison hatch for immediate exit.
Alright, fine. I'll go with you.
Honestly, Huggins. You finally arrive at the last station. After hearing Inspector Huggins' complaints the entire time, you can't wait to finish the mission. Everything looks calm on the station when suddenly a group of ships appear in the area. They are pirate ships. You recognize ex-Pleo's emblem on their hulls. Maybe they want revenge? There's no time to lose. You order your crew to prepare to defend the station. Everyone, to your posts.
Captain, the station is under attack.
Not on my
We
watch.
should have gone back. We can still turn the ship around.
Control yourself. We won't abandon any innocents. Crew, stay alert. We'll hold off the enemy attack.
Alright, let's go.
Sir, yes, sir.
We're still pretty far out. And remember, on this ship, we don't have the best of guns and everything. Like, really, we need to upgrade this stuff as soon as we can. Oh! Okay, energy weapons overheating a bit. Launch a nuke if you can. Come on, we need to get these numbers down. Ba-boom. Is that one down? Okay, let's go for this one. Come on, we got this guy. Good, let's go. Next one. Slow it down a bit. Actually, we've got an EMP weapon, haven't we? Come on, we can bring these guys down. There we go. That's, what, 3? Last one. Yeah, some of the later space battles in this era just... Oh, they're just epic. Obviously, we have far superior ships than this current one. There we go. I think that's everything, right? After the skirmish, the mining station's director thanks you. Thanks, Captain. Those pirates appeared out of nowhere. They wanted to keep the protonite extraction. We are lucky to have arrived when you did. You're safe now? You calm the station director by promising him that you will alert your superiors that they can send patrol ships to the zone. He graciously accepts the help with a gesture. Are these attacks normal? No. This area is usually very peaceful, but the past few days there have been a few skirmishes between pirates and trade ships. But this exceeds any other incident we've had to date. Do you have any information that could be deemed useful? You ask the director if he has any relevant information that could shed some light on the pirates' intentions. He responds, I have no idea what they could want besides our protonite. Although an attack of this scale, it just isn't logical. Oh, wait a moment. The director disappears from the visor only to return a short time later. I've been informed that we've recovered an encrypted transmission on one of the ships. Maybe that'll help you. Corrupt data? Thank you, Chief.
Captain, the corrupt transmission corresponds to the rest of the data patterns.
Is it possible to begin an investigation, Crewman Burton?
The science team currently believes we have enough data to decode everything. We will begin right away.
Understood.
Okay, so we can begin decoding this mysterious data. So let us do that. Let's go to our inventory. Let's go to our departments. The Department of Researchy McResearch stuff. And we'll research this corrupted data. What is it?
Our work here is done. Let's head back to the station.
I think I need a vacation.
Alright, let's head back to the station. Speak to Susan. Alright guys, well I think now's a good time to take a little of a bit of a break here. So yeah, this has been Between the Stars. We're still very much in the prologue section of things, because from here the story is about to just open up and things are going to get pretty wild. And I mean like epic space battle-y wild. But if you guys like this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe. It's a big help in getting these videos pushed out there. And yeah, I think we will just cruise around the station now and call it a day. So that's all for now. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.